Let's talk about light workers. So, this video is coming from the perspective of someone who does identify as a shadow worker. More specifically, I like to call it a pain worker. And as someone who does not consider themselves a light worker. Now, I am not dissing light work. Light work has its place, and we all at some point have to do light work. At some point, we are all light workers. What I mean when I say this is within the occult community at large, the New Age community at large, light work is seen as the only way. So we must focus on positivity. We must focus on the good. We must not cast curses and hexes, and the left-hand path is bad, and we don't work with chthonic spirits. And I disagree with all of that. But more specifically, while sometimes we do have to focus on the good and the positive in life so that we don't become bogged down, and sometimes we must focus on the good and the positive within ourselves, sometimes we can take that to an extreme place. And I think one of the ways to know if you've taken that to an extreme place is judgment. Have you become hypercritical or hyper-judgmental of other people? People will let you know if you are too judgy. People will let you know, and you will usually find a logical way to explain that off. Or you might react in a negative way, like you might get very angry and tell them, no, I am not judgy. But if it's something that's continually being brought up to you, then you probably are. You probably are. So, I think when we start focusing on light work, we feel so good about ourselves because we're in such a positive place or a positive mental state. And we want other people to be at that state as well all the time. And when they're not, we want to pick out their problems and tell them what's wrong with them. That's a big flag. That's a big flag. Light work should be done only for yourself to enhance yourself. Don't try to shove light work onto other people. That's not okay. No bueno. No bueno. Don't try to shove shadow work onto people either. Some people are just not ready to deal with certain problems at certain times. But some people are in the throes of shadow work, and they're not ready to engage with you on a light level, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that. But a candle that I lit for Kalik is like fizzing and popping. I really like when they do that. So anyway, yes. Some people just aren't ready. Do you hear that? Now it was like bubbling. Okay, anyway. Some people are not ready for light work. Some people need to be in the shadow work. And that's okay. We don't all have to be on the same wavelengths all the time. And I think that's what I'm essentially boiling this down to, is let people be in their own wavelength. Let people have their own space. Okay, y'all, things are going off in this room today. Things are going off in this room. Okay? Things are falling off shelves. Things are squeaking and popping and glooping and glopping. It's been an issue, but that would be another video. Anywho, light work. It's a wonderful and beautiful thing, but don't let it infect your judgment and enjoyment of other people. Don't let light work pull you into disgust of other people and their choices and decisions. Don't let it make you too harsh on other people's choices and lives. Okay? And that's it. Now let me try to get this room under control because things are popping off.